Hello all my pumpkin muffies, this is Shauna with Love Meets Cake. Royalty themed cakes are a really popular cake trend. Come and watch me do my latest one. And guess what? This is a buttercream cake. What? First, I'm going to start making my sugar glue. So I'm going to pour CMC powder into a cup with a little bit of water in it. And I'm going to mix that with my food brush until it turns into a gel. Okay, my camera is not cooperating with the focus, but I hope you guys can see that it's a thick gel substance. Next, I'm going to start making my king crown. So what I'm going to do is take my fondant and knead some CMC powder into the fondant. Now also, you can use Tylose powder or gum arabic. All three of those things work in order to firm up your fondant in case you're making shapes and objects. And then what I did is rub some shortening on the table so when I roll out the fondant, it's not going to stick to the table. You can also use cornstarch on the table as well. And you can see the thickness of the fondant as I rolled it out. Now I also have a can right there because what I'm going to do is wrap the crown around the can so that it can set for a few hours to take that circular shape. You can also use a styrofoam circle if you have that. Now I'm also re-rolling out my crown because I didn't like how I put it out the first time. Freehanding something can take some time because you don't have any cutters or a template, so you do have to play around with the shape until it gets into the shape that you're going for. And then when you wrap it around the can, if there's any excess fondant, go ahead and cut that off. This is a silicone mold that I use for a lot of royal embellishing. I got it years ago. I don't remember where I got it, but I'm going to try to find that and put the link in the description bar, or at least something close to it. But when you're doing your embellishments on your crown, you can just get creative with the molds that you have and then just put those around the crown until it gets like a royal style to it. Alright, so here's another silicone mold that I have, and I will also try to find this one and put it in the description bar. But again, when it comes to doing the embellishments on your crown, just get creative. Look online for different silicone molds that gives you certain looks, and then just be creative and build your crown up from there. Next, I'm going to take my favorites, gold highlighter dust. And this is cake gold that you can use to decorate your cakes. It gives you a very vibrant, bold gold. And per usual, I mixed a little bit of that in a cup with some alcohol or with some lemon extract or almond extract. The reason why those extracts work is because they actually contain a little bit of alcohol in it. So you mix that together until it turns into a paint, and then I'm going to paint the whole crown. Now, since the crown needs to set for a few hours, I'll paint the outside of the crown, and then once the crown is firm, I'll paint the inside. Look how vibrant and bold this gold is. Yes, yes. Now I'm going to make some fondant chain, so I'm using my chain silicone mold to make that shape. And what I'm doing is just pressing the fondant into the mold and then just taking off the excess fondant so it gives you that chain shape. And yes, I'm definitely watching Cake Wars in the background. It's one of my favorite shows. Okay, so now I'm putting on my chains. I made 3 of them, but I ended up using just 2 of them since I did a shorter bottom tier. And for time purposes, I went ahead and just iced my cakes. I didn't show me icing the cakes today. Sorry about that, guys. And then I'm inserting my fat straws so that way the cake on top of it won't fall through the bottom tier. So this is for support. The bottom tier is a 10-inch. That middle tier is an 8-inch. And now I'm going to be putting on the 6-inch top tier. And I put a wooden dowel rod all the way through the whole cake and through the bottom of the baseboard so the cake doesn't slide. And you can see my crown is nice and firm on top of the cake. So now I'm going to go and paint my detailing gold and paint the inside of the crown gold.
Hey, what you got for me? Here comes Wood. I'ma see what you got. Here comes Wood. I'ma see what you got for me, baby. Cat for me, baby. Cat for me, baby. Hey, what you got for me?
All finished. I love royalty themed cakes. They're so regal, majestic, marvelous, darling. People think cakes like this have to be all in fondant. Not true. It can be buttercream with just fondant decor. Leave a comment below and like and subscribe. Until next time, pumpkin muffies.